Aquarius, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Blue Mountain Tarot. Happy birthday, guys. Whoever is celebrating today is the 21st of January. Happy birthday. Another bonus reading for my fellow Aquarians. These are general, so please keep that in mind. I do offer personal readings. If you're interested, you can contact me below in the description box. My email address is there. Thank you, as always, guys, for all of your support, your likes, your shares, your comments. I really do appreciate it. Let's take a look. Bonus readings for the birthday sign. What's the message for Aquarius today? Today's January 21st. What's the message? What's Aquarius need today? Be interesting to see for the day's birthday, if this resonates for all the people born. Just, you never know who these resonate for, but be interesting if it collectively gathers the people on the 21st. You can let me know. You know, there's this thing, you're very ambitious right now, Aquarius, to pursue your confidence. You know, you're sort of not willing to take no for an answer. It's you've got this Queen of Wands with the Strength card, and you have this Four of Cups here, which is like something. You also have the Devil. What's up with this? There's this strength and confidence that you want to get something done, or you want to achieve something, or you want to feel good in a situation. This is really pushing you forward to step into your own confidence, your own strength. I think some of you have realized by, being disappointed, by being let down, you've realized that there's a little bit of jealousy feeling here with this Devil Four of Cups. It makes me feel that some people are, when you have something to give to people, or you want to see somebody happy, or you want to see somebody grow, you offer them, you show them where the opportunities are, you bring forward things that help other people to benefit them. And I feel like somebody here is not showing you or sharing with you possibilities. It's like there could be a little bit of a hoarding energy or keeping something to themselves. They're just giving you enough, but it's not enough. There's this thing. Let me see something here, because it's kind of like they're fogging up. I can't give an example off the top of my head here. What's the Devil? The Hermit. They're saying there's like this. Yeah, they're keeping quiet about something that would actually probably help you in life, something that would be beneficial. It's kind of like if you were looking for a place, let's just give an example. You're looking for a new home, purchase, rental, you're looking for a space to rent, something like that. And it's almost like this person doesn't tell you, or you're not given any of the insight to something that would actually be the perfect fit for you. They're just saying like, I'll keep my eye out. But meanwhile, they don't really want to see you do well, or they don't want to give you the benefit of something. So they kind of lowball in a way. I don't know. There's just a weird feeling of somebody that's, when you're happy for somebody, when you want to see them do well, you try to show up with, a solution. It's very Aquarian, right? We find answers. We instantly seem to, the brain scan, it's like a scan of like, oh, you need this in life, and it's like, let's find out where that is. Let's find that solution. There's someone that plays, there's this energy here as well with this Hermit. They play silent, they play dumb, they play Two of Swords. What is this? Clarify this. You also have a King of Pentacles over here. I'm gonna find out what that is. The Moon. Yeah, see? Exactly. They play dumb. They play secretive. They don't really come forward. They're not transparent. They sort of say something of a negative nature even with the Devil. oh, that's not going to work, or this isn't going to be healthy, or this isn't a good thing for you. There's someone here that they're showing up with like unuseful information, useless advice, unhelpful energy. They sort of want to leave you out in a bit of the cold. They sort of vanish when it comes to supporting the benefit or the you know. I feel like that's why it's a bit of a jealousy. And it doesn't come across as jealous when, you know, but they don't help you when it comes to giving you that useful, helpful, supportive advice that helps friends or people get ahead, helps them to find the answers to things, that helps them bring them closer to a goal. Do you know what I mean? This person does not want to see you do well in a way. This person isn't happy. Let me put it that way. I don't think it's just personal to you, Aquarius, but this energy is somebody who's not happy for somebody's path. The Hermit. That's why I was saying over here, like, you're kind of gonna have to find your own ambition, your own strength, maybe surround yourself by people who do have your interests in mind. You'll find this, you'll realize this. I think if you're listening carefully or observing, you'll know this person is not really out to pump you up, to push you, to help you, to encourage you. Okay, so there's something here with that moon, the moon, the devil, the Hermit, the secretive. They go MIA, they're quiet when it comes to opportunities and things like that. Self-serving. They want to kind of see somebody miss out. What a weird energy, but I don't know. People operate like this, I guess. But it's, yeah. Why is the Two of Swords here? The Wheel of Fortune. What you don't see coming here, Aquarius, or where you're sort of like, how am I going to make ends meet? You've got a King of Pentacles. How am I going to make ends meet? How am I going to meet that person in my life that's secure? The Wheel of Fortune is kind of doing the timing in the background for you. So try not to confuse yourself or overanalyze or overthink how certain things are coming into your life that are, you know, maybe not entirely up to you, not entirely, it's a bit of that fated destiny, that fate energy, timing of things. So sometimes, clarify this King over here. There's like financial security, an opportunity, whether that's security within a relationship, a job offer, financial stability, something here. Definitely don't let somebody make you think like you don't have options. The Page of Swords with the Tower. King of Pentacles. Clarified by the Page of Swords with the Tower. The more you look into things here, Aquarius, the more it's like going down a rabbit hole that's not necessarily going to benefit you. The more you try to take on something, the more that you try to beat the system that you're trying to figure out, it could actually create more problems for you. It could create more nervous energy, more disruption, more endings to things. Again, I'll use relationships as examples. You know, somebody who's really on the hunt to find a partner in life, the more you keep going online, the more you keep digging, the more you keep searching, you get into this, like, it becomes a little bit of, it takes over, and you end up going through maybe a lot of rocky situations, unhealthy connections, endings, you know, looking for something that is trying to actually let it look for you almost. Let the Wheel of Fortune do its work in the background of your life. Let that sort of do the search for you and bring it into your world versus you saying like, why can't I meet anyone, or why can't I, like, digging. Okay, there's you're probably going to be going into rabbit holes that don't have very strong structures, and they're going to get stuck down there. There's something here of a falling out. It's like trying too hard to sort of nail down something that you feel you need to feel good about life, to feel safe, to feel financially, whatever this is. Sometimes I want a little bit more healing advice for Aquarius, because the Wheel of Fortune has your back in a way, that timing, and you might create the bad luck for yourself. The Wheel of Fortune with the Tower, Page of Swords, you're digging into something, and you might actually find yourself in a bad luck scenario. You might be in places, energies, situations that are not healthy for you, thinking you're going to find something that's meant for you, and you end up creating more problems in your life. So focus on the task at hand here for you, the Queen of Wands, the Strength. Focus on knowing that you have great things going for you, that you're to follow your passions, you're to follow the things that are helping you to live your good life, to create your own confidence within yourself, to pursue things, versus being distracted, trying to find security by thinking it's outside of you, trying to find that sense of like, where's my other half? Where's my financial half? Where, there's this thing. What's the healing advice around that? I'm just curious to clarify or help Aquarius. It's very easy to go after something that's on the outside. See the Hangman. You're going to have to take a different perspective, but it's not necessarily going to change. You could still stay in this stuck Hangman energy, no matter how much you dig and try. You could still feel like nothing's changing. Nothing's changed. And, I think we've all been there. Like, especially when it comes to searching for the perfect person, the partner. You can still be years later and still single. And then that's just is what it is. So was all that energy and effort and exertion and stress and putting all that energy towards something versus like living your life and enjoying what you have and accomplishing the things that are living through your passion? Because it feels like, and then think about the Wheel of Fortune. When you have had encounters that just happen, by walking by each other, by being spontaneously introduced, by meeting on a plane ride or something, it just happens. So remember those moments when things are meant to happen for you, they will. Get out of the rabbit holes that are not, they're dark. There's a collapse here, the Tower. It's going to bring in more bad luck. There's something up here with this moon. There's something up here with this energy that's not finished. It's ulterior motives. There's the Star card. Ulterior motives. It's like almost like somebody who benefits while you fail at something, and they do this knowing. Versus, it's like selfish versus selfless. It's almost like somebody scooping something up under your feet that they knew or that you were looking for. I don't know. What's the overall outcome of this energy here for Aquarius? What is this about? There's something about this. The Four of Swords. I think it's best to Again, somebody that this is exhausted, it will exhaust you. There is a level here with this and this that could exhaust, keep you stuck. Step away. I almost want to say just don't share your thoughts or ideas. Share your path, what you're thinking, what you're doing, what your plans are. Be aware, be cautious of the intentions that other people have. It's like somebody gets jealous when you have something to out. You know, if you're working in a place or something, I don't know, and you want to like expand or do something, and this person gets upset that you're no longer. It's hard to explain. Why is the moon here? I'm just curious. This is the secretive energy. The Queen of Pentacles, yeah, see, somebody's benefiting. Somebody here is like, I'm going to gain off of Aquarius, or I'm going to gain from that situation, when I know it was ideally probably best if I suggested it or encouraged them to be in that situation. It's almost like, you know, maybe something around the workplace. I was giving an example, Queen of Pentacles. It's almost like somebody who maybe doesn't give you the heads up. They work in HR and they don't say, hey, this department's hiring. I think it would be perfect for you. Or I found out that, you know, they don't share, they don't tell, they keep things very secretive, and they benefit while you could be going through this, you know, trying to pursue, this is what friends and networks do. They lift each other up, they help them. Okay, so somebody's gaining off of you in a selfish, or, you know, and they're being very unhelpful, but they're helping themselves. It's like you're hungry and they don't tell you where the food is, but then they're eating it behind your back, kind of thing. I'll leave it there. There's something about taking a rest or taking a break or leaving that behind you. The Hermit with the Four of Swords, I feel like it's almost like completely silenced, where you don't even hear what they're saying anymore. It's like this person sleeping is unconscious. And so it's almost like, take this energy or situation out of your consciousness. Don't even move along your path. Follow what you're doing. You have an opportunity here, Aquarius, to really step into some strengths or keep pushing ahead for what you need to be doing for yourself. I think that you are just, if it's a workplace and you're not really growing or benefiting, or you feel like, you know, jealousy. I haven't been in the workplace for a very long time, so I can't remember what that, like, I know that drama goes on in corporate or wherever you're working. It just feels like steer clear of this. It's changing your path, perhaps. Tell me about the strength of the Queen of Wands. This is sort of like, I think she's sort of saying, you know, I'm much better than this. I've got more to do, more to offer. I don't have time to waste being let down with the Four of Cups, the Devil. The Eight of Pentacles. There's something around the workplace. It is. Eight of Pentacles. You got other things to focus on here or grow. Okay? Don't underestimate yourself in what you're capable of achieving and what you're capable of doing, where you're meant to be growing. Because you could be in this energy, or there could be something that's saying, like, why am I not getting ahead? Like, why am I having such bad luck? It's almost like there's this, I know some people say there's entities, not like they're physically, or like, it's just negative energy that's steering you in directions that are not helping you. It's very bizarre behavior in a way. It's not the... Yeah, I don't like it. Okay, so keep working on your goals. Keep pushing forward. Remove yourself, because it's almost like you have to leave that situation or person behind, because if that's not where they want to help you to be, then they'll end up just sitting in their own sort of misery, so to speak. It's almost like they're trying to wear you down. The Four of Swords, like having you run around this rat race, and it's like they're just exhausting you or making you run around, wear you down, instead of help you to find maybe a little bit of the path, a little helpfulness on the path. It's like a detour type of thing. All right, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. You could be connecting with a Leo, a Pisces, a Capricorn, Virgo. Overall, I want to just get one more, 20 minutes. Overall, what's the one more about just closing off the reading? Ace of Wands. Okay. So you're ready here, Aquarius, for change. And it's like you're going to be stepping into or finding more about what's really going to make you passionate, and where you're going to be leaving old or letting go of things that you were once pursuing or chasing that were really just holding you back. They're not meant for you. Again, let this Wheel of Fortune do its job. Allow things to show up for you without being too attached or involved in trying to manipulate or control. Okay, follow through with what you're doing well at, where you feel like you're driven towards, and what's meant to be will kind of come forward with you, for you. Because if you, again, like I said, you could be creating some bad luck scenarios, because when we want something so bad, we can get really disappointed when we get let down. Especially, like I use the dating, because that is such a perfect example of like going on a date, didn't work out, going on another date, and it's just like, it just keeps knocking you down because you're not, when we're trying so hard, you're not going to align properly. Now, especially if you're finding that things quickly end, bad luck, feeling stuck. Why am I, what is, you might start taking it upon yourself. Okay. The Devil with the Two of Swords. You might be starting to think like something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with the way I'm doing things. You're taking it a negative upon yourself when really it's not. This Hermit is saying, take a break, take a rest, and focus on what you're truly meant to be here, what you're truly meant to be doing. There's more than these pursuits that are not virtuous for you. Okay, they're actually like, they're pulling you back. They're keeping you stuck. If only I could find that thing, I'd be happier. If only I could meet someone, I'd be happier. Not necessarily. Okay, there's something here about the fire within yourself. You have a ton of fire. Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands, the Leo, or the Strength, which is Leo. So there's something that you're pursuing a lot of positive change. Get passionate, get excited, get involved in the things that bring life and fire into your world. Forget about what it's Tower moments. You'll know. That's the thing. You'll know. You'll realize this. Wishful thinking almost, Let's do a bird today. Let's see what the birds are saying. Penguins. Playful little penguins. Collaboration and loyalty. Team spirit is required now. It's interesting because you might be rearranging or adjusting your team, especially if around the workplace something's not lining up. When you draw this card, it is about your demeanor and the behavior towards others. Penguin teaches you to make sure that there is enough warmth in your life and to not impose your fate on other people. That's really interesting because that is the fate card. See what I was saying? Your warmth, your fire, all the fire over here, stepping into this. And that's a really interesting way of seeing or stating it there. Imposing our fate on others, the Page of Swords. It's almost like inviting yourself into the karma of other people when it's not for you to be there, kind of thing. Penguin is a true team player. It directs your attention towards fellowship and strengthens your team spirit. This is not about you carrying the whole as an individual now, but rather to discover and assume your task and role in the community. To do this, it is important to treat each other in a friendly, peaceful, and respectful manner, to seek to communicate, to give praise and recognition, and to widen your perspective to encompass the bigger picture. That's that hangman. My plumage, which appears like a tailcoat, shows you how to move through life in a distinguished and humorous way. My waddle follows a steady rhythm. I lend you my plumage to protect you towards the rear and towards the front, to open you for the life and your tasks. I bestow on you the gift of adapting well in community and developing a good sense for the right distance to each other. In addition, I help you find the right tone and lead you into deep connection with your family and friends. Some more meaning: sense of community, dignified in dealing with yourself and others, being mindful with emotions and feelings, excellent intuition, clear perception of your inner self, overcoming difficult times together, making the best of what you have, and team spirit. A lot of team spirit here. Your affirmation: I open myself to a community and team spirit and give my best for my benefit and for the benefit of all. And I think that's what you're doing, guys. There's that energy there with the Eight of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the Strength, and the Ace of Wands. Okay, you're giving your best here. And I don't even necessarily know that, I mean, it has to be team, but that's showing up a lot for you. All right, it might be adjusting for you. The team, the community, the people you're surrounding yourself with. Something there about just stepping back and taking a pause or a rest from sharing your path, sharing your deeper ideas, your visions. Sometimes when people get a hold of that, they subconsciously don't want you to grow. They don't want to see you succeed, maybe for selfish reasons with the devil there. All right, I'll leave it there, Aquarius. Happy birthday, guys. Thank you again for all of your support. I appreciate it. And I will see you soon. Take care.